Elkhart County, Indiana, the RV capital of the world, is home to scores of recreational vehicle manufacturers. Making so many RVs also means a lot of waste. Engineered woods coated with toxic chemicals, plastics, insulation, drywall, and other materials required to be landfilled or safely recycled. Starting in the year 2000, Vim Recycling began taking that RV waste and illegally dumping mountainous piles of it next to a working-class neighborhood in Elkhart. Those piles often caught fire or smoldered from internal combustion, releasing noxious fumes into the community. Vim also ground this waste outside, creating a thick haze of dangerous chemical-laden dust. Neighbors' complaints to state and local officials were largely ignored.
When Vim and Kenwell came into existence around 2000, we began to experience a lot of dust in the area, a lot of dust in the air, the smell of mold and mildew. We would notice people were starting to get sick.
Then, in 2007, one of Vim's waste mountains erupted. The massive blaze raged for days, choking the air with thick smoke and forcing people from their homes. The fire was so big that putting it out caused water shortages and took more than 30 fire departments from around the state. It also killed one Vim employee and seriously injured another. Over the course of a decade, Vim repeatedly violated federal and state environmental laws, including open dumping and operating without permits. Indiana's state environmental agency issued countless citations, but Vim's operations were never shut down, much less scaled back. Vim's illegal activities were nothing new to Indiana's environmental agency and other agencies. In fact, before coming to Elkhart, the company had been forced out of a commercial district in nearby Goshen when influential business neighbors had enough. But these same complaints of dust and odors from Vim's Elkhart neighbors, people of modest means, fell on deaf ears.
It made me feel like we were expendable. We could be, none of our thoughts or none of our health, nothing about us was worth doing anything about, and that they could keep on doing what they were doing with no one to stop them.
Ready to give up, community leaders found Kim Ferraro, now staff attorney with the Hoosier Environmental Council.
After we got involved representing the community, we realized that there really was no other alternative but to file a federal class action case on behalf of the nearly 1,700 people who are impacted in this community. Even after filing it, though, it took 6 years to litigate this case. We survived 2 motions to dismiss, an appeal to the 7th Circuit, and very complex class action procedures before finally achieving an immense victory on behalf of this long disenfranchised community.
When government fails to hold polluters accountable and leaves everyday people falling by the wayside, it's vital that there are organizations like the Hoosier Environmental Council here to protect those people from contamination that is jeopardizing their quality of life.
I remember sitting in the courtroom when the federal judge said, Judge Simon said that gave us the approval, and I really cried. So I was very, very happy that finally the neighborhood could get some justice.
None of this would have ever happened without HEC.